this summer I really took the time to just restore, right? It wasn't always understood by everyone in my life, but it was something that I knew was really necessary for me in my healing, just based off a lot of the things that I went through last year. And yes, I actually do wear glasses. I know this might be one of the first times a lot of people are seeing me with glasses, but I wear glasses, but reading glasses. But okay, so I took this summer to really restore, and I'm so glad I did, right? Because I'm actually going into my last year PhD school starting next week. It'll be my first day of school next Tuesday. I'm excited, but at the same time, I survived a lot while in this PhD program. I am definitely not the same person who started this PhD program, and it's occurring to me that my journey was different than a lot of people's. Not that other people couldn't completely relate, but it's just different. And I say that to say that sometimes those of us who are used to being the go-getters and the ambitious ones, I never liked that term because I never considered myself ambitious. I was just doing me. But those of us who are considered to be the trailblazers, the go-getters, the ones who just keep it moving, keep it going, those of us who take our emotional strength for granted, we often don't know how to pause. We often don't know that you shouldn't just go from valley to valley to valley, climbing mountain after mountain after mountain without a sense of restoration, without a sense of replenishing from the things that were taken from you, the energy that was taken out of you. And that rest is an important component of your healing. And so I just wanted to share that word that I read today, or that actually I read probably last year, but I had highlighted it and it just fell on my heart to share this idea of what does it look like to regain your joy? What does it look like to restore yourself back to a sense of wholeness after so much has been taken from you, after you have survived more than most, maybe your age, which I have. And so I realized that sometimes it's important to admit we need a pause. It's important to realize that we are only competing against ourselves. And God knows that I still struggle with that concept, but it's so important. I swear those children were not here like 10 minutes ago. It's okay. But just this idea of what does restoration look like to you? Do you know that you're worthy of restoration? You're worthy of replenishing, and that the world will receive you best from your overflow of you, your overflow of love for you. They will receive you best, and that the people who love you genuinely want you full. They don't want you running on empty. And so sometimes it's hard to really reprogram ourselves to realize that I'm worthy of restoration. I'm worthy of walking around this world from a whole, healed, and healthy space, as opposed to this constant state of emptiness and depletion and survival mode. And that, do we also know, the last thing I'll say is that there's life beyond survival mode, and that everything doesn't have to be a state of grinding and one foot in front of the other, just literally just trying to make it. And that there is a purpose to those type of seasons, and those seasons sometimes stretch us and define us, as mine did last year, in ways that we didn't even know were possible. But at the same time, how do we make sure that we reset, that we don't allow ourselves to believe that survival is the only state of being that is valid? Because it's not. Healing is also possible. Restoration, replenishing, pouring back into you is also a necessary part of your life here, living an abundant and joyful life. And so I'll just end by saying, do we know that we're worthy of a joyful life? And if not, why not? And who told us that we weren't? All right, I'll end there. I love y'all. Till next time. Bye.